Presented by Church Tech U, it's the ProPresenter show. On today's show, which text box will Reflow editor edit? Under what circumstances? Hi and welcome again to the ProPresenter show. This is the show where I teach all about ProPresenter. My name is Paul Allen Clifford. And if you've ever run into a situation where it seems like Reflow just kind of arbitrarily picks which text box that it's going to edit, go ahead, like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. So, you might have noticed that I've recently, if you haven't seen them, I've done a couple of tutorials exploiting the fact that the Reflow editor only edits one of multiple text boxes. In the multi-language one, I said that it was the top text box in Z order. So on the slide, it looks like they're both parallel to one another. You know, both text boxes are on the same plane, but they are, in fact, slightly different planes. So I told you about that, but that wasn't the whole story. There's also another reason why that it might change. So let's head over to my computer and we will take a look. So, as I say, like if I right click and, well, here, let's just go to Reflow Editor for this. Okay, notice how these two are showing and these aren't, but yet when I go to slide 3, there's words there. So why did it pick to address this text box here and this one right here? Well, there's two things. First off, if they're exactly the same size, the Reflow editor picks the one that is the topmost. So just to clarify, I'll go into edit mode here, and so you see how down here in the lower left hand corner the text box marked text is top, but when I go to slide 3, the text box marked text 2, which doesn't actually have anything in it, this is just the example text from the theme, that's there. So watch this though. As soon as I make that bigger, if we go back into Reflow Editor, it should be the case. Here, let me. Do you like these videos, but you'd really like to learn from me in person? Well, I've got some great news for you. I am traveling around the country and maybe even around the world training churches on how to use ProPresenter. So I've got a either a 1 or a 1.5 day class that you can attend. For more details, head on over to TDM.fyi/events24, the top one right here, and register for the event nearest you. If there is no event that's near you, no problem, you can request one. So head on over to tdm.fyi/class request. That's this one down here, and you can say, hey, I'm interested in attending a class, or even I'm interested in hosting a class. Up to you which you prefer. In the last one, that is just information. It's not obligation, so don't hesitate to put your information in there, and I'll let you know when there's a class in your area, or we'll talk about what it takes to host a class. It's probably a lot less than you imagine that it is. So head over there, and I look forward to meeting you in person. Oh, I made the wrong one bigger. So let me undo that. Okay, so now in 3, this is the bottom one. If I make this one bigger, and now we go into Reflow Editor, now it does it. So here are the rules. If you have two text boxes, Reflow Editor either chooses the largest of the two text boxes to edit, or two or more text boxes than the largest of all the text boxes, or if they're all the same size, it chooses the top one in Z order. That is in the lower left-hand corner, the top of those. So that's how you can tell which is which. It just depends on that factor. So if I were to go back here and shrink that down, then that would disappear again. So that's how it makes that determination. And it always ignores any media that's top in Z order. Anything other than that, this only applies to text boxes, but that's how it does that. If you like this content, you'd probably like my ProPresenter 7 Quick Start course, so head on over to TDM.fyi/pro7 and quick. Give me your name and email address, and I'll make a login for you for free. Until next time, this is Paul Allen Clifford from TrinityDigitalMedia.com and ChurchTechU.com, reminding you to go out and change eternity.